Okay, so we're diving into Pepe Coin today.
Yeah.
And you sent over some really interesting information on it.
Yeah, a really good mix of, like you said, technical analysis.
Right.
Price predictions.
Yep.
Even some comparisons. Yeah, to like its rival Chow Wow.
Yeah, so our mission today is to cut through all that hype.
Yeah, exactly.
Try to figure out what's really driving Pepe's price and,
So you have this amphibian themed.
help everyone figure out.
That's it.
Yeah, if this is just, another meme coin ripple.
Yeah.
Or maybe something more so to kick things off. Let's jump right in with this Binance Square analysis.
Sounds good.
This paints a pretty bearish picture for Pepe right now.
Uh-huh.
It's struggling below the EMA 25.
Right.
Weak momentum.
Yeah.
They even suggest a short entry here.
Mm-hmm.
So
not looking so good.
Not so good from a technical standpoint.
Yeah, and it even recommends using any bounce as a shorting opportunity. Yeah, and for those listening who might not know the EMA 25, that's like a moving average of the closing price over like the past 25 periods.
Right.
So when a price dips below that, it can indicate like a downward trend.
Okay.
And the fact that the MACD is also bearish kind of reinforces that.
So from a purely technical standpoint, not encouraging.
Yeah, not the most encouraging start, but technical analysis is just one piece of the puzzle.
Right.
We also need to consider things like broader market context and community sentiment.
Right.
Which can be huge for these meme coins.
Yeah, and speaking of sentiment, it seems like everybody's got an opinion on where Pepe's price is headed.
Everyone's an expert.
Right? Some are predicting it could hit $1. Mm-hmm. Others are saying these new meme coins like Chow Wow are going to take over and could even reach $5.
Wow. That's
a wild range.
What do you make of these predictions?
Well, I think it just highlights the volatile nature of meme coins.
They're driven more by hype trends
absolutely.
than by fundamentals.
Okay, so we've got technical warnings.
Right.
We've got some conflicting price predictions here. Mm-hmm. What else is kind of jumping out from all these articles?
Well, one article I saw mentioned that Pepe lost critical long-term support and is entering what they're calling a discovery phase.
Okay, a discovery phase.
After a 14.8% drop.
What does that even mean?
Well, they're essentially saying that the asset is in uncharted territory. Oh. So it's kind of like if you're hiking a familiar trail and suddenly you reach a point where the path just disappears.
Right.
You're not sure which way to go.
Yeah.
That's kind of what's happening with Pepe.
Okay.
It lost its support levels and now the price movement is more unpredictable.
So basically it's entering like a risky uncertainty phase. And they even implied that this new Mind of Pepe ICO might be a stronger bet.
Interesting.
So for those who don't know, an ICO is an initial coin offering.
Right.
Basically like a crowdfunding campaign.
Exactly.
For crypto projects.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that? I mean, are they saying that Mind of Pepe might be worth...
Well, I mean, it's always important to do your research before you jump into any ICO.
Right, especially in the meme coin space.
Especially look at the team behind it, the white paper, really try to understand the problem they're trying to solve.
Understand what they're trying to solve. Yeah, good advice.
Mm-hmm.
Back to Pepe. We've got this analyst, DeFi Omega.
Okay.
Predicting a major breakout aiming for 0.0000023.
Okay.
And then 0.00003.
All right.
So we've got sources saying it could crash.
Yeah.
Other sources saying it could surge.
Mm-hmm.
How do we...
It's a lot to...
Yeah, how do we make sense of all this?
Well, that's where critical thinking comes in. You have to weigh the evidence.
Right.
Consider the source's biases and really form your own informed opinion.
Okay.
Don't just blindly follow someone's prediction.
Gotcha.
Look at their reasoning and see if it makes sense.
We can't just rely on someone else's analysis.
Right.
We need to be thinking critically.
Exactly. And no one has a crystal ball.
Right now, this next article is interesting. It's about PlutoChain.
Okay.
A Layer-2 solution aiming to fix Bitcoin's limitations.
Mm-hmm.
Not directly about Pepe, but it got me thinking.
Okay.
Does Pepe's future depend on the success of the broader crypto market, especially given that it's built on Ethereum?
Yeah, that's a great point. Pepe isn't an isolated thing.
Right.
It's part of this larger ecosystem. So its fate is intertwined with the overall market sentiment and, the technological advancements happening in the blockchain space.
So it's not just about Pepe itself.
Right.
It's about the big picture.
Exactly. And that's actually something we're going to be exploring further in the next segment.
Right.
We'll look more at those factors that could influence Pepe's future.
Sounds good.
From market trends to the emergence of new rivals.
This is getting interesting.
Yeah.
But before we move on, there's another important theme here. Emerging from these articles. And that's the contrast between meme coins like Pepe and the more utility-focused project.
Yeah, like Dogs AI.
Yeah. Several articles mention Dogs AI. Which boasts features like AI-powered trading bots.
Yeah, and staking rewards.
And staking rewards makes you wonder, is Pepe just riding this wave of hype? Or is there substance beneath the meme?
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question.
Right.
Does Pepe offer any value or utility beyond just, you know, being a funny frog? We'll have to dig a little deeper to figure that out.
We'll have to dig deeper.
Yeah, and in our next segment, we'll do just that. We'll analyze Pepe's potential, compare it to these utility-focused projects, and help you understand what it all means for your investment decisions.
Awesome. Sounds like a plan. Get ready for part 2, everyone, where we really get into the nitty-gritty of Pepe's potential.
Yeah, the nitty-gritty.
All right. So we talked about technical analysis and price predictions, but what really makes or breaks a meme coin a lot of times is the community.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
And a lot of these articles mention how important engagement is, you know, for driving that demand.
So it'd be huge.
How does Pepe's community stack up?
Well, it seems like it's pretty strong. So a lot of these articles are highlighting how they're, you know, really engaged, fueling conversations, driving the meme forward. But a lot of them also emphasize that for Pepe to really succeed, it needs to evolve beyond just the memes and actually offer some utility.
Yeah, it's one thing to have people tweeting about it. But
you gotta have.
If there's no real value,
you need substance.
Yeah, you need something behind it.
Exactly.
That enthusiasm's gonna fade pretty quick.
Yeah, it's not gonna last.
So what could Pepe actually do?
Right. What kind of utility are we talking about?
Yeah.
That's where things get interesting.
Right, because I was looking at these articles on Dogs AI and Pepito.
Right. They're trying to combine those two things.
Yeah, they're trying to combine that meme appeal with some actual practical applications.
Exactly. Dogs is using AI-powered trading bots. Pepito has that zero-fee decentralized exchange.
Yeah. So those are
some good examples.
Yeah, those are some good examples of utility in the crypto world.
Yeah, providing those tangible benefits, you know. Beyond just holding a token and hoping it goes up.
So if Pepe wants to stay relevant, it needs to find its own value proposition.
Its own thing, something that sets it apart.
Yeah, beyond just being a funny frog.
Right. It can grab attention. But utility is what will keep people engaged.
It's like a restaurant.
Yeah.
Like a cool name and a fancy decor.
Right.
Might get people in the door.
Yeah, it's all about the food.
But it's the food that keeps them coming back.
The substance.
Pepe needs more than just a meme-themed appetizer. It needs the main course.
A full meal.
Yeah. And speaking of substance, another theme that keeps popping up is this idea of staking rewards.
Right. Passive income.
Passive income. Yeah, everybody wants their crypto.
Everybody wants their crypto to work for them.
To be working for them.
Right.
Not just
sitting there.
Sitting in a wallet.
Exactly. And staking allows you to earn a percentage yield just by locking them up for a certain period of time.
And projects like Dogs AI and Pepito are using that.
Yeah.
Right, as incentives.
Yeah, they're offering those staking rewards.
To hold their tokens.
Yeah.
So if Pepe wants to stay competitive,
it might need to consider something similar.
You might need to consider implementing something like that.
Right. Some kind of staking mechanism or, you know, other ways to reward holders.
Yeah, definitely a key takeaway here.
Yeah.
Utility and incentives seem to be crucial.
Absolutely.
For long-term sustainability.
You got it.
Now, let's not forget the elephant in the room.
Right.
The crypto market is volatile.
Oh, yeah.
What happens to Pepe if the whole market takes a nosedive?
Well, that's the thing. Pepe, just like any other cryptocurrency, is vulnerable to these market swings. You know, it's part of this larger ecosystem.
Right.
So events that impact the broader market, like, you know, Bitcoin's price movements are going to likely affect Pepe as well.
So even if Pepe does all the right things, develops a strong community, finds great utility, its fate is still tied to the overall health.
Yeah, at the end of the day.
Of the crypto market.
Crypto is a high-risk, high-reward asset class.
So we need to consider both the macro environment and the micro
a holistic understanding
of each project.
Yeah, it's like navigating a ship. You need to understand your vessel, its capabilities, and the waters you're sailing in.
So are there any other major themes?
One thing that stands out to me is this emphasis on security and transparency.
Yeah, I noticed that too in a lot of these articles.
Yeah.
Why is that so important, especially with meme coins?
Well, security and transparency are super important in the DeFi space.
Okay.
Where scams and things like rug pulls are unfortunately pretty common.
Rug pulls, I'm not familiar with that term.
So a rug pull is basically when a project's developers just disappear.
Oh, wow.
And take all the investor funds with them.
So basically a crypto heist.
Basically, yeah, it's a crypto heist.
Yikes.
Yeah. So that's why security and transparency are so crucial.
Okay.
A thorough audit by a reputable firm can help verify that the project's code is secure, that its operations are legitimate.
So it's like having a trusted mechanic look over a used car.
Exactly. You want to make sure everything's in order.
Before you buy it.
Yeah.
So it's a good sign when a project has those independent audits and they're really committed.
Transparency is key.
To that open communication.
Yeah.
I feel like we're just scratching the surface here.
Yeah, it's a big world out there.
Of this whole meme coin phenomenon.
It really is, and it's constantly changing.
It is. So how do we make sense of it all?
It takes continuous learning.
Right.
Critical thinking.
Yeah.
And a healthy dose of skepticism.
Okay, so don't just buy into the hype.
Exactly. Do your research, ask questions.
Right.
Understand the risks involved.
It sounds like we need a lot more deep dives like this one.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
To really wrap our heads around this whole crypto world.
Yeah, each deep dive is a chance to learn something new.
Right.
Refine our understanding. And, navigate this exciting but often bewildering world with more clarity and confidence.
So what's next on the agenda for our Pepe exploration?
Well, in part 3, we're going to wrap things up by analyzing Pepe's long-term prospects. We'll weigh the evidence, consider the risks and the rewards, and ultimately help you decide if Pepe is worth adding to your crypto portfolio.
Awesome. Sounds like a plan. Get ready for the grand finale, everyone, where we'll put all the pieces together and see if Pepe is truly meme magic or just a fleeting market mirage. The big reveal. All right, so we've really dug deep into this whole Pepe Coin thing, exploring the technical analysis, the community hype, and that question of, real utility.
Utility.
So now for the million-dollar question. Is Pepe headed for meme coin greatness?
Yeah.
Or is it going to crash and burn?
That is the question, isn't it?
It is.
And, like most things in crypto, the answer isn't so simple. No crystal ball, unfortunately.
Right. But we can use what we've learned to make an educated guess.
Exactly.
So let's play devil's advocate for a second.
Yeah.
What's the bull case for Tepe?
Okay.
Why do people think it could be the next Dogecoin?
Right.
Or Shiba Inu?
Well, I think the main argument comes down to the power of memes and community.
Okay.
Pepe the Frog is such an iconic internet meme.
Oh, yeah.
Recognizable by pretty much everyone.
Huge audience.
Huge audience. And that gives Pepe Coin a leg up,
Right.
If the community really gets behind it, drives those social media trends, attracts those new investors, we could see some serious price action.
Especially in a market where FOMO is so prevalent.
Oh, yeah. FOMO is huge. Fear of missing out.
Yeah.
It can really drive things.
It can really drive things up.
Absolutely. But like we talked about, hype alone isn't sustainable.
Right.
For long-term success, Pepe needs more than just meme magic.
It needs that utility.
Exactly.
It needs that.
That's the secret sauce.
Yeah, that secret sauce.
So the real question is, does Pepe offer any real-world use cases?
Right.
Can it integrate into existing platforms or applications?
Does it solve a problem?
Yeah. Does it actually solve a problem?
In the crypto space.
That's what's going to determine its long-term viability.
And so far, we haven't really seen
not really
much evidence of that.
No. And that's a big concern.
Yeah.
Without those tangible benefits, it risks just becoming another meme coin.
That fades away.
Yeah, that just fades into obscurity.
Wait, what about all those price predictions we saw?
Right.
Some analysts are super bullish saying it could reach $1 or even more.
It's important to remember price predictions are just predictions.
Right.
They're based on, market sentiment, technical analysis.
Right.
And often a lot of speculation.
So take them with a grain of salt?
Yeah. View them critically. Don't make investment decisions solely on those price targets.
So don't get caught up in those $1 dreams.
Don't get too caught up.
Yeah.
No, focus on the fundamentals.
Okay.
The strength of the community.
Right.
The project's utility, the team behind it. The overall market conditions. Those are the things that really matter.
Okay, so let's flip the script.
Okay.
what are some arguments against investing in Pepe?
Right.
What makes it risky?
I think the biggest red flag is that lack of tangible utility.
Okay.
Right now, it seems like it's riding solely on its meme status.
Right.
Which, without real world use cases, it's very vulnerable to market fluctuations and, investor sentiment.
And there's a lot of competition out there.
Oh, yeah.
In this meme coin space.
Tons of competition, new projects popping up every day.
Right.
All vying for attention and investment.
So can Pepe stay relevant?
Yeah. Can it stand out from the crowd?
Can it keep that loyal community?
Right. Or will it just get overshadowed by the next big thing?
Yeah. It's like high school.
Yeah.
It
is.
You might be the cool kid for a little while.
Yeah. You're only as good as your last hit.
But to stay on top,
right,
you need to be putting in the effort.
Constant innovation.
You need to be innovating. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that analogy.
Trends change so quickly.
They do. Today's hot project could be tomorrow's old news.
So to survive, Pepe needs to evolve.
Exactly.
It needs to offer something unique and valuable.
More than just a meme.
All right. So after all this, what's the verdict?
The verdict?
Is Pepe buy, a sell, or a hold?
Well, as always, the final decision is yours.
Right.
We've given you the information, the insights, different perspectives.
Laid out all the ingredients.
Yeah, we've given you the recipe.
Giving you the recipe.
Now it's up to you to decide what to cook.
Exactly.
To weigh the evidence. Think about your risk tolerance.
Make an informed decision.
Exactly. And make sure it aligns with your goals.
And that's what this deep dive is all about.
That's what we do.
Giving you the knowledge and tools to navigate this crazy world of crypto.
Absolutely.
So whether you decide to invest in Pepe,
yeah,
or explore those other alternatives, or stick with something more established, the key is to stay informed, stay curious.
Never stop learning.
Great advice. Thanks for guiding us through this deep dive.
It's been a pleasure.
Into Pepe Coin. Until next time. Happy diving, everyone.